What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I brought my friend Tim Jackson on tonight. I'm gonna do a quick cold open, as we would say. I've just come from Cinco de Mayo with my friends, eating dinner and drinking margaritas. So hey, this show might have some uniqueness to it. I really want you guys to understand something uh, about today's news, and this is just in all transparency. Drop your city and state in the chat when you come in. I actually knew Kevin Samuels. I actually was offered an opportunity with him to do a show. Now, many of you might know this show because you saw it with Ramil. But for Ramil, it was offered to me, and all I had to do was dress nice and put some makeup on and get my lighting improved and improve my house's Wi-Fi and recording system. And I thought, I ain't got to do all that. And crazy enough, he did it with Ramil. And then after that, he blew up maybe a month or so later with Your Average at Best. And I took it as a businesswoman as an experience of not looking your nose down at anybody who's actually really doing real business, who's really kicking butt, right? And I called his number. I texted his number. Everything I'm saying on the show, you guys, that can be verified, right? I called O'Shea Duke Jackson. I called several other people in the Manosphere spaces and some other places, and I said, listen, like, if Tasha K can't get them, I'd get a day, 3 days, 4 day, 5 day later response, but Tasha K's not getting a response. That's a problem. Now, I doubt he'll come out in a few days and be like, hey, y'all, it's all a hoax, right? I don't think that's happening. Unfortunately, I think right now is the time for his family to be notified, and his daughter and his mother and whoever else and his family. He has Atlanta. He has family in Atlanta, okay? Something I want y'all to get from this is life is short, and you have to be on purpose, and you have to take advantage of what you think you want to do, right? You have to really go for what you're thinking. And the reason I'm saying this is, dude offered me an opportunity to work with him. I turned it down out of pride. Just honest truth. Turned it down out of pride. Secondly, when he blew up, he said, hey, Eric, you want to come along? You can do this and this and help me. And I said, man, I got my own thing I'm running over here. Knowing good darn well I have something that was blown up at a million miles per hour, right? I've also been offered by other people in Atlanta to work with them. So this is nothing new, behind the scenes work. This is all provable. I've got text messages, emails, all this other stuff. But what I want y'all to understand, to take out of this, exactly, somebody just already said my words. Money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. And what you end up have to realize is you have to maximize the time you have here. I think from when you're average at best to now, it's maybe been 2-3 years, Tim, maybe 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm taking away from this is he literally said, I want to travel this summer to Europe and go to Africa and go to Brazil. And I don't even know if he booked those flights. You know what I mean? Because we're so dedicated to making good work and being out here with people and talking to people. And to me, that's the saddest part, is like, you're in your 50s, you're making good money, and you don't even get to go enjoy it because life is short. And the reason I brought on Tim is Tim does a great job in talking to people about their purpose and talking about their health. You guys have seen me for the past 3 years. I suffered with fibroids and a few other health issues. And I had 2 surgeries over the course of Classy Climb being on YouTube. And at the end of the day, we can argue about the messenger for sure. But I agree with most of the message. Do we all need to eat better, look better, dress size a little bit better, be more cordial and respectful to each other? For sure. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to take away the fact that there's a bunch of YouTube channels that are going to go away because they don't have anything to talk about, right? They don't have anything, no life experience. And so, long and the story short, Tim, talk to me. Tim, you're a man who retired at 37. You're seeing all these people talk about this. And I've talked to you. I said, it's a bunch of people talking about somebody who lived their life, who went out and people made fun of him, and he raised $5K, bought new studio equipment, switched up his business, and it took off. And just on the business level, I called it a real Jedi. And somebody said, Erica, what is a Jedi? Because people are like, what is this title you got up in here?
Right,
I'm going to read it to you. The Jedi believe in the Force, a specific energy that flows through all things and binds the universe together. They also believe humans can tap into that force and unlock greater potential. Many Jedi also view themselves as guardians of truth, knowledge, justice, and actively promote such ideals. So I know you guys think, oh man, Erica's some kind of nerd. She's been talking about Jedi stuff for a while, and I keep calling myself a master Jedi. And I say this because Jedi believe we're guardians of the truth, knowledge, justice. We actively promote these things. And whether you liked his message, he actively promoted it. Whether you like that women call that show train wrecking themselves, that's he stayed on message. So Tim, talk to us. Tell us who you are.
Well, what's good? I know you and I talked a little bit. Disclaimer: I didn't know Kevin Samuels. I didn't follow his page as much as some other people did. Of course, like everyone, I saw all the clips. I thought some of it was entertaining. I never really took. I took everything at face value as entertainment, you know. And I did a video on my page about it too. One thing that I can say about him, it's been interesting to see the reactions. You know, I didn't realize so many people hated him. To be honest with you. But more so that so many people will be celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? And people have the right to do what they want to do, but you know, I wouldn't celebrate something like this. It's sad. You know, it has been confirmed. Uh, but you know, talking about purpose, my video was essentially talking about how, regardless of how you felt about him, dude had a stranglehold on the internet. You know, the last 2 years. During the time when the world was shut down, it was Tiger King and Kevin Samuels, right? Everybody was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I just, you know, it's you never know when a person is gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cliche. We always say it when
But 55 is young.
you know
56.
passes away, but you never know when a person is gonna go. You said something interesting. I'll never forget me. You had the conversation about the opportunity that was offered to you, and you know, we talked about this a couple of times, right? But it's just an interesting time. It's interesting to sit back and watch and observe some of the feelings that people had about him. I watched a couple of reaction videos from people that actually knew him. Social media, the internet's gonna always show up to either love you or hate you.
Right.
There's gonna be people talking shit about us in this video. You know, that's what.
Oh, that Erica Williams,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Tim Jackson. And I'm like, dude, I called the
yeah.
dude's cell phone today.
Yeah, I mean,
I
but
texted him. I mean, I
yeah, you
literally
have
have the
access
dude's
to it,
number. You know what I mean?
right?
Everything I have is screenshotted emails. I can prove all what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
But
I work closely behind the scenes of the manosphere. Right? I was on panels years ago, right?
yeah.
People can look this stuff up. This isn't
But
a surprise.
here's the thing, though, Erica. This is what I talk about purpose. This is what's going to be a fact. All right. This topic is going to dominate the internet for the next week,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maybe 2 weeks. And then after that, no one's going to be talking about it again because we move on so quickly. And I always ask myself, man, like, you know, for a person to live their entire life to be dominating a space for about a week or two, even when our family members pass away, like you don't talk
Mm-hmm.
about them anymore, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I always question people and say, what kind of impact are you leaving on this earth to make people love or hate you or to be indifferent? And how's your purpose actually working towards getting you from where you are to where you want to be? You know, we have a lot of people that commentate on things, and I can't speculate what happened. I wasn't there. I haven't heard any 911 calls. I
Neither
don't.
one of us were there. Stuff
But
that's leaked isn't, you know, TMZ
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
here. I mean, I'll put it this way. Everybody's like, well, it's not confirmed by big major news. Kevin Samuels, as much as I love what he did and amazing action he took, and he sparked a very much a social media content, he's a black artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we go and the Grammys happen and somebody died black, and we like, why they didn't talk about that black person? Because it's the Grammys and it's for white people. That's
it's
why.
not for black people.
It's not for black people. There's as much as y'all think Kevin Samuels crossed over this massive pace, he wasn't on TV, right? Rebecca Lynn Pope was on TV. Yes, he hit 1 million, but we all said it like, hey, what more can he do here on YouTube? He's got to go radio, he's got to go TV. Now I know he recorded several different TV things, Atlanta, a couple other episodes. I can't disclose everything because I don't know if they're going to release it. I just know from our conversations he's
Well, let's talk
participated in
about
several
that.
things.
Let's talk about that because a lot of YouTubers off of Buddy, right? And a lot of people complain. Some people felt like he was stealing their information and rebranding it, or he stole some other styles. We're not going to talk about that. One thing that I heard, and maybe you confirm this because I started doing my research on how YouTube works and stuff like that, it's super hard for Black creators to get love on YouTube. And when we do get love, we typically get love from other Black people. Like our stuff isn't even shown to other people, right? And,
The
and
explore
I read,
page.
yeah, I feel like I read somewhere that he actually went to Instagram and was like, "Yo, like, why are y'all blocking Black creators from doing their stuff?" And then overnight, he was verified, and his like he actually went in and was like, "Hey, y'all need to get it together. Like, why can't we have a space?" And
So
I've seen, yeah,
this is where when people say, "Well, he's not a real businessman," but he was. YouTube, you can actually go to YouTube headquarters, y'all. You can actually reach out to Instagram staff. We actually met TikTok staff in Africa. Main big, like big, doing it big CEO level folks in
yeah,
Africa of TikTok, and told us, hey, if you go do this, you do this, blah blah blah. What y'all have to understand is many of us don't come on here and treat it like a business.
hmm,
Many of us on here ain't gonna go see, like, well, I'm gonna go see about YouTube. I'm gonna go call somebody. I'm gonna see who my representative is. See, when you get to certain levels, people don't understand. You can actually go to YouTube and film your shows there in
hmm,
California. You go to
that's interesting.
VidCon and listen. I'm the first to tell you that YouTube has a lot of bias. I'm the first to tell you that. Skynet is all up in this thing. It wasn't programmed by us, people that look like us. And so you can see some of the channels that are constantly pushed.
Yeah,
But I will say, use these platforms. Don't let them use you. And if you can walk
absolutely.
away with 200 to 300,000 a month off this platform, I say you're doing damn good.
Yeah,
I say
and
you're
there's
doing
gonna be
great.
a funnel created like this. It's sad to say there's gonna be a funnel that's gonna be created with the passing. Like there's gonna be a lot of. It's kind of like when your boy, Derek Jackson, kind of ran into his brick wall, and all these different relationship people popped up. Like there's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
lot of there's gonna be a funnel that's gonna be
Opens a
created.
door. It opens a door.
Unfortunately, um, I just want to see. I don't really care about the details of what happened to him, why it happened to him. I just hope, I wish the best for his family. You hate to see someone lose their life. We all have to go, and that may sound cliche, but when it's a polarizing figure, there's going to always be more content around it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I love some of y'all in here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are being truthful and honest. I discovered Kevin Channels because of my posts. I learned about Kevin Samuels through this channel before he blew up. Y'all, I have a long track record on YouTube. I've complained day and night about YouTube and how they've been very biased and they're shadow bounding some folks. And why did I make it to the recommend page of YouTube for a page saying why our blacks are not going to be wealthy? You know what I mean? There's certain things we've even talked about this. And again,
Whenever I post about real youth mentoring on Instagram, I only get 100, maybe 200 views on a reel. Whenever I post about anything else, I'm getting 2,000 views. Like anytime you post positive, promote something that's going to benefit people, it's not going to be seen on these mainstream networks. And sadly, the comments that you do see typically are ones that contradict you or call you negative. You know what I'm saying? Negative things. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That's the game.
Right. Even here, people are saying, yeah, a lot of people eat off Kevin Samuels. A lot of people, he's an ecosphere. Listen, let me tell you something. Many of y'all don't know this because it's got somewhat deleted, but there's the thing called O'Shea Duke Jackson panels. And this was, they used to be called the Rumbles. O'Shea hates it if you bring it up, but if y'all have been long-term YouTube folks, you know what I'm talking about. The Rumbles. It'd be 3, 4 hours, 5 hours. You got on the panel, 6, 7, 8 people on the panel. You had to get your say in when you got in. Some people that derived from that was Anthony Brian Logan. Uh, really, Kevin Samuels blew up from after that. He was a small player in it. I was on those panels. Nick Taylor was on those panels. Donovan Sharp, LRA Movement, Super Sly. Many of these people don't talk to each other anymore for various reasons. That's their own issue. But I want y'all to understand this is an ecosphere, and people can get paid off this economy. YouTube's changed my life, and watching it change someone else's life was inspiring. Say what you will. You may not like the messenger. It showed you that if you put in the work, sometimes you do hit.
Yeah, yeah. That's a fact.
This is shocking. I thought he was on your team. What do you mean on my team? What do you mean on my team?
I
Today,
think
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I think like a lot of people thought maybe you all work together or something like that.
We were supposed to work together. So anyway, I'll say it again. There's new people here. There's 482 people here. I'll go ahead over it again. My name is Erica Williams, Classic Clown Blog. Before Ramil Reloaded, if you go look him up, did a brief series on business with Kevin Samuels. He asked me to do a show with him on business, and I had to basically. His request was like, "Look, let's fix your lighting, let's fix your audio, Let's put a little more makeup on your face. Let's wear this particular type of color pattern when you do the show with me. And at the time, I was full of pride. I was like, man, I ain't got to do all that. I'm Erica Williams. I'm Erica Williams. And, you know, at the time I thought, whatever. I ain't got to do all that. I kind of let it fizzle in the air between us. And he said, call me back on it. You know, I think you should do it. And I mean, I've got this. I got the emails. I got the calls, y'all. I don't have to. This ain't in front. People know this is true. And I didn't do it until he let Ramel do it. And it was horrible and it flopped. Less than, I said, 6 weeks later, your average at best went off and blew up. And what I learned in that moment is this person was offering me a true, genuine offer. And he, even when he did blow up, he did offer me some other offers. Like, hey, let's do this. You want to come out here in Atlanta and help me do this? And I was like, I got my own thing. And what we have to realize is sometimes collaboration is better than competition. Right? That's just a lesson learned. That's just something I got to eat. Right? And honestly, I think in the next 2 years, you'll see Melody King blow up, but she blowing up off Kevin Samuel videos. So how's she going to blow up now? She has to blow up off other content. So he was an economy. We were, you know, value relationships. Right? So the comments I'm hearing already are silly. Right? Who defends black men more than anybody in this world? Who's in the streets yelling and crying over y'all getting shot by the police? Always black women, not just your mama, not just your cousins, not just your sister. Black women out here more than ever. When I see black kids talking to the cops somewhere, I freeze. I be like, what's going on over there? Black women defend black men more than anybody in this world. We take bullets for y'all. We go to schools and fight teachers for y'all. Get on out of here with that. like we fight prison and court system for y'all.
Yeah, now, I don't get it. I don't get into that whole.
I know, but
it bothers me when I
silly.
see that. You know, like when I see
very sad.
Yeah, because it's like the vast majority of black women and black men support each other, like unequivocally. Exactly. There's a small minority, but that minority, as we stated before, is going to always get the platform
because they're on the internet doing this
in social spaces. So like,
and not living real life.
Yeah. When people be posting, you know, nobody loves and supports black women, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, stop pushing that narrative, man. That's bull. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like this battle of the sexes stuff. It's getting kind of old at this point, right?
It's been 20 years on the internet.
It's getting old, but it sells. It pushes the algorithm, right? People build a whole career over
it. Deborah's like, no. Now Tiger King was big now, but you know, we'll go on there. Listen. Credit Solutions, very correct. He was consistent. Show up until you blow up. Literally. So, Finance Rebel, man. Listen, I've been, look, Finance Rebel, we're going to talk more. But here's the thing, Tim. We've been talking about this. Like, live your life. Like, this man said he was going overseas to Europe this summer. Think about that. In his 50s. Made the money. I'm going overseas to Europe. I'm going to travel. He didn't get to see that. And we live in this spirit, this ecosphere where people are like, nah, don't worry, young man. Wait till you're 40, man. Wait till you're 50, man. Wait till you can marry later. You can have children later. You can do all this stuff later. Baby, tomorrow's not. What are you talking about? Black men have the shortest lifespan in America. Outside of Russian men in America. What are you talking about? Like that, you know, you have to really be present and take advantage of right out where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. Go take advantage of it. And I've said this. Listen, y'all have asked me about my health over the past 3 years, and I'm okay. I appreciate it. I respect it. All good. No problem. But also worry about folks' health who, you know, I'm going to name a few. Glendon Cameron had a heart attack and a stroke. Was falling asleep on lives. You know, other people drinking Red Bulls all night long. There's several people arguing and fighting on their live streams. None of that's healthy. We don't know how healthy any of us are. But we think, well, if you look a certain way, you're healthy. We got bodybuilders dropping dead every day. Past 6 weeks, we don't have bodybuilders, 52 bodybuilders drop dead, I think is the latest number. Y'all don't know what health is. Let's just go there. You know, most of y'all talking about summer teas and detox teas, okay? Now, Tim Jackson, tell them about that. You just lost 38 pounds in 6 weeks?
Man, I, in about a period of 2.5 months, I did a 90-day challenge. So 3 months. I lost 35 pounds and I essentially changed my diet. Started drinking a ton of water, a gallon of water a day. That right there, I lost maybe 13, 14 pounds just drinking water all the time. No sugary drinks, stuff like that. And going to the gym, really focusing on my diet. You know, I was one of those people that drank the crazy energy drinks too. And then a friend of mine, he's
Mhm.
my age, he had a heart attack from drinking an energy drink. And so he came over to the house and he's like, man, you need to stop drinking them things. So, uh, you know, I think I went to a physical or something like that. My blood pressure was like super high.
Ooh,
And my doctor was like, man, you know, you can stop drinking so much, you know, energy drinks and eat certain foods. So, man, I committed to lose this weight. I got about 20 more pounds to go, you know, tighten it up. But that health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a
it
baby
is
on the
well.
way, you know,
Congratulations.
I want to be around, you know.
I
Well,
want
you
to
never,
see that baby.
yeah,
I
yeah, you
want to
never
put
know.
my name on the list. I want to see that baby.
Yeah, yeah, you never know when your time is gonna come, but man, you know, I don't want to speed it up. You understand what I'm saying? Like getting rid of certain people out of my life from a stress standpoint. Like if people stress me out, I don't even deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just not
Listen,
even worth it. I got bad enough allergies to be worrying about people stressing me out.
I be apologizing to my friends. I'm like, girl, if I've been wearing your nerves, you can get a break from me. I'm okay with that. like I understand, right? We got enough patience. We got enough energy with our own lives to have friends that be stressing us the hell out. Hey
Yeah.
man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No, some people have watched this channel over the course of a couple of years, and I've had ups or downs, but I've been consistent. Business goes up, business goes down. Stuff happens to you. Your trucks, y'all saw that stuff. All that stuff happens to you, but you keep pushing, and that's what you got to learn from a lot of this.
And we're different. Like, you know, an entrepreneur is typically wired a little different because we already don't get a lot of sleep. Our mind is already going all
Mhm.
the time, you know, like I don't see you see these bags. I just got back from Orlando last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had the late flight, got up super early this morning to do work. Like, you know, I had to go to Fort Worth to take care of some business. We're putting on another event for the kids. So I had to go check out this spot. And it's just like, you know, man, I'm like, I came home and took a nap today. You know what I'm saying? Like after I heard about what was going on with Kevin Samuels, like, let me take a nap, give me some rest. You know what I'm saying? You never know what it is, you know? Like we got to slow it down, but a lot of times our brains are so wired that we don't sleep. We don't get enough, you know, time to ourselves and stuff like that. We worry a lot. And I'm not saying that's what happened with him. I'm not going to
For
speculate.
sure.
But
But
man, you know,
entrepreneurs, we do work weird ass hours. And
man,
I would be up going to bed looking at goofy stuff, and he'd be still live at 1 in the morning. And so I'd be tired, and I'm in my 30s. So I know in 50s, he was like, like, y'all take y'all ass to bed. Um, you guys are saying great stuff. I'm putting it on the screen. Someone said, I know several couples got back together. Say what you will. Dennis Sperling met his fiance because of a Facebook group Kevin Samuels put together. I know about 6 people personally who got together because of Kevin Samuels' Facebook group, The Mix. So, it's not like good didn't come out of it, right?
I mean, he was polarizing, right? Like you got to understand, like, you know, if a person is trying to be nice to you and tell you what you need to do, right? People don't care about that.
Hmm.
People don't listen to the nice guy. They just don't. It don't matter what you selling, who you are, where you from. I think Tupac made an analogy like, you know, it's like, hey, you know, we're struggling and we're starving. Can you help us? People would get quiet. Hey, man, we really need to be helped. People get quiet. They say, hey, mother effer, give me your money. You start robbing people. Now they want to pay attention, right? So, I mean, if he was a nice guy, y'all wouldn't even know who he was. you know, you wouldn't even know who he was because he was doing this thing for how many years before, you know, the whole average at best came out. So, you know, it's like kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. But polarization is what tips the needle.
Hmm. Y'all cracking me up about this headset because I really basically have it hanging off my head.
Yeah, it
Tim
sound like
saw
your
me.
it sound like your headset over there shooting dice.
It do. It sound bad. Look, hold on. Let me get this hair out of it. That better, y'all.
Sound like your left ear, your right ear having a dice game with the
What
microphone.
about
It's
now?
all
Is this
good.
better? Is it better, y'all? Put a one in the comments if it's better. I know. I apologize. It's the braids, man. It's the braids. Yeah, I mean the platforms live on.
Erica headphones over there popping firecrackers.
And this is part of what people be like, Erica, be a better businesswoman. Improve your audio. Improve your stuff. Whoever downloads content gonna make money. I mean, listen, women been downloading his content forever. Forever. My personal trainer, y'all. Let me tell you a little secret about my personal trainer. He married. He a Marine. He a very above average black man. He like yeah. Let me tell you about Kevin. So I would be I'd be like gassed out in my workouts. I'd be like, oh shit, tired, y'all. I can't do no more. He's like, let me tell you about Kevin Samuel video last night. And I'd be like, let me tell you something. And then I'd be back up with the energy, and he know how to get me. And so I want y'all to understand, it's polarizing. I get it, polarizing. And this
Yeah,
is the thing, CJ. You guys, there are plenty of times I got bumps in my channel where Kevin Samuel shot me out. So you know what I mean. Y'all know I'm not making this stuff up, so I ain't worried about it. You heard about me through O'Shea? Thank you. That's very nice. I called O'Shea today. I said, man, what you doing, baby? What's going on? He's super nice. Shout out to you, Tim. Kevin was a great guy, respected his family and friends. He really cared about folks.
My
Thank you, Keith
guy, Keith
Reynolds.
Reynolds, my guy from the Bay
$5 super
Area.
chat. And y'all, there's a whole. I've had clients who've listened to him and been influenced. So again, yeah, this is stuff. Let's not act like we don't know. Sunday Rumbles. Listen, that was classic. Like I would pay O'Shea just to let me upload all that stuff. My mic's still cracking. Y'all gonna get over it.
No, it sounds better now. You sound clear. That dice game over with. The CEO
No,
done
it was
came
my
and taught
hair,
y'all
y'all.
shit nice. He done closed the bunk on you.
Please fix your mic. It's tough to hear you. I apologize, y'all.
Eric
Sorry.
headset sound like it's at a step show, man, out there.
Hey, you should have said something. 25 minutes in, you waiting now to tell me. Come on now. Erica Williams, I was gracefully referred to you through Anton's Discord. Definitely been a blessing starting a business. Listen, thank you, Anton Discord. I appreciate y'all. I mean, again, people that really be working, they be doing it. There's not any black women celebrating. Y'all get over this. He really was. He really was. YouTube is a business. It really is. And people get upset. Y'all, there's so many comments. There's over 600 people up in here. I'm not disrespecting nobody. I just can't catch all of them.
It is a business. And I don't think people understand that. Like, even me, like, being where I'm from, from the, I'm learning how not to embrace all the hood shit because the hood shit don't really do nothing for us. Like, as a people, like, we got to stop embracing that shit. And only, I tell people, don't claim your hood unless you own real estate in it, right? But, like, I have to realize getting on social media, like, people being in the comments talking bad about you, and just like, hey, that's just a personality online. At the end of the day, they watching your videos. So, they keep coming back to talk shit. So you must be doing something right. The algorithm will pick that up. But, it's just interesting watching all these tweets, like people taking his stuff so personal. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed up to their house and said something bad about them. It's interesting. It's great, commentary, I guess, but the fallout of everything that's popping off, it's interesting to see people's perspective.
It's sad and it's interesting at the same time. I hope the mic is better, you guys. Y'all are cracking me up in these chats. D said, Erica, I'm liking the stand-up movement form of this video. You guys, movement is so important. Like, I bought a Fitbit and I've been breaking them left and right, but you'll see how much you're moving and how much you're not moving today. We got to move more as people, period, point blank, period. I remember I was jogging at the gym. This lady like, girl, look at you. I said, do what I do, but just keep moving. Thank you for the $15 super chat. Rest in power. Gone too soon. Thank you. Yeah, it's really unfortunate when you are, and I'm laughing at all y'all like, is this confirmed? Y'all, the rule number 101 of any police work is to call the family and friends first. And I'll tell y'all personally, my father died overseas and I was his oldest child. I was in college and it was on Christmas Day. Like, that's how bad it was. Embassy called me on Christmas Day like, hey, are you Erica Williams, the daughter of, my father's name? I said, yes, what's going on? We need you to go ahead and sign these documents and do A, B, and C. Like, the military don't give a damn. They be like, hey, da 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 da. And what they do is contact your oldest child. If you're not a married person, they contact your oldest child and your mother, your next of kin, which would be your mother and your siblings. So, they're probably just making sure everybody has been called and verified. But honestly, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Kevin wasn't a crossover artist. He's started doing TV, started doing stuff with Tasha K. But even Tasha K makes it very clear that she, like, when she got 30,000 people live on one of her videos, she was like crying. She was like, YouTube don't let black people get 30,000 people live stream. You know what I'm saying? That's just how crazy it was. So anyway, but y'all know I love the block button, so don't get crazy tonight. Yeah, I mean, people tell about having babies at 50. I mean, there's somebody else on YouTube talking about they got somebody pregnant, and I'm like, good luck, baby. Good luck. I ain't talking smack.
I'm laughing at these comments, man. Y'all some philosophers in here, man. Y'all got me over here laughing off some of the stuff y'all said. Like, y'all so funny, man. Somebody said if it don't apply, let it fly. I agree with you on that, man, because ain't nobody gonna walk up on you in person and say some of the shit they be saying online.
The funny part, people like, Erica, he was fatophobic. He'd have called you fat. The dude wanted to do a whole show with me at my weight, y'all. Like, he know. Like, a lot of y'all are pumping up this stuff because it's easy to sell. It's easy to get people mad. Y'all just don't. It's easy to say anything on here and get y'all riled up. Like I tell y'all, I'll put it to you like this. Many of the manosphere folks you see talking about fat women and black women and white women, they got fat wives and going on about their life and very happy eating dinner tonight.
It's just polarization.
It's just something to say on the internet. I've seen their wives on live Zooms. People done screenshotted their wives. They're not out here with skinny wives. Only person in my life I met with a skinny wife is Tim Jackson. I was like, where'd you find this woman at? What African countries are
Hey,
importing
and
her
when
from?
I had all that weight on me, I looked like Professor Clum, and she like Miss Purdy.
I was like, hold up.
But all jokes aside, like I've been doing this whole mentoring thing, Erica, and I've been saying you've been following me for how long? I'm like, let's take care of these kids. Let's take care of these kids. We gotta do this for the boys. We gotta do this for the boys. Erica, the minute I say, hey, you gotta leave them niggas behind, there, everybody.
Look, wait, Tim, I want you to see this right here.
Money, power, respect, huh? I see you, my guy. But that's what
Ahead.
people respond to. Oh, hey, can you leave that comment up for a second?
Okay, sure,
You
yeah.
know, it's interesting he says that because when he first became when KS first came out, I did my research on him. Like, who is this guy? Man, he talks so bad about dudes. Like he called dudes out, right?
You're
And I
fat,
always
you're
thought
broke,
it was,
and you get a little dick. No.
wait. I always thought it was interesting because the dudes didn't really give a shit. Like men didn't care. It was just like, all right, I'm fat, I'm ugly. It is what it is. Like the men didn't take it as personal as the women took it personal. Now when I go on social media and see the most people that celebrate it, it's a lot of women celebrate. But he dude been around for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
And when he was correcting men, he didn't pop off. You know what I mean? It was, and so listen, you guys,
He
today
was hard on men too, man.
hard on like
My boy sent me a clip. It's like it's a clip on YouTube where he's just clowning men. And I was like, man, this dude that felt like some basic training stuff. Some of the stuff he was
people
saying.
be talking about, yeah, I'm a high value man. Well, what's your job? I've been unemployed for a year. Brother, come on, brother. Don't do it. Like, it'd be sad. Them shows be pitiful. Or he asked this man that was 35, well, when's the last time you walked up on a woman? Like, cold approach, like, right? And the man said, never. He's like, never? Never in my life. Never in your life? Y'all, we create the life we see. Again, that's why I say y'all got to be real Jedis of your own life. Y'all are creating these stereotypes and these played out things. And a lot of times y'all walking out here, ever hear the word rest in bitch face? You got grown men. Tim Jackson be out there like, I be like, Tim, what's wrong?
I got my head on the swivel, man. It's just the way I was brought up, man. I keep my head on the swivel, man. We don't be on that friendly shit, in public, man. You don't know where you know what I'm saying?
Like, Tim about to beat somebody up. Nah, that's just how he's standing, right?
That's just how I am, man. Like, and then once we start talking, it's good, right? But I'm always like, hey, I'm always ready for somebody to hit somebody in the head with a bottle. I mean, maybe that's just I need to go talk to somebody about that because that's what I saw growing up.
Beyond when?
My 20s and 30s.
Beyond when I was at 10X conference and I'm like, hey, I'm Erica Williams. Beyond when looking at me like, I was like, damn, that nigga didn't want me by him.
Hey,
I walk
right,
off and leave. He made me a message and he's like, hey, no, I'm just, and then I watched his story. Beyond Win did like 10 plus years in prison, federal prison. He ain't walking around smiling. He walking around like,
ain't walking around smiling, man. Ain't nothing sweet over
here.
But that's you gotta think about that's the world we live in, man. Like I went to Orlando to speak and I was the only black dude there. You know what I'm saying? And I made it perfectly clear, man. I understand I'm a 6 foot tall, 6'2" black guy, 200 plus pounds. Like, I know what it is. With tattoos too. Like, I don't assume that people are gonna look at me in the best light. So I gotta make sure my head is on a swivel. I'm gonna be me, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is, man. But that's how we are as a people. You always gotta be like that. Typically we have to defend ourselves from the imaginary BS or the real BS that's there.
You're being too friendly.
Yeah.
Look, Asia always said, Erica, why are you being so friendly? Because I'm a friendly person. That's why. Thank you, Mr. G, for $20 super chat. I was listening to KS in 2019. At the time he spoke to men. It was amazing to see him break through the ceiling. Appreciate the content, Erica. Congrats on your new TV commercial.
Congrats. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. Today, I got picked by a company that's at $5 billion valuation. They made $140 million last year, and they picked me in Austin, Texas, to be their TV commercial spokesperson. That's part of why I'm wearing what I'm wearing right now. And part of why I went to go celebrate with some margaritas for Cinco de Mayo. And I'll be filming some more this weekend. Y'all, YouTube can have real business opportunities, right? there's real crossover happening. You just have to treat yourself like a business. You really do. Y'all got stuff in here I'm not gonna put on the screen. Y'all doing too much. Too much. You know what I'm saying? Like people talking about energy drinks cause heart attacks. Okay. Like we agree, baby. Mark D said he's 51 with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. He said he's gonna live a long life.
Hey, Mark D, pull out game week. I see you, player. Get it. Keep making them. That's gonna be me. I'm be the old dude. Turn.
Walking to the school.
Is that your grandpa? That's what they gonna be saying.
Well, and the big thing I tell people is too is remember there was like a string of summers where football players were dying at football training camps.
Yeah.
And now schools ban energy drinks. They can only drink that Gatorade or water. They can't drink any energy drinks. Yeah. So it's it's 2 energy drinks in a 3-hour show. That's a lot. So listen, this guy said I want my Social Security. Y'all wildin'.
So Erica, what do you think this is gonna do to the space that he occupied?
Right now we got a lot of people eating. A lot of people, let's just go there. They lazy. Say what you will about my content, my channel. I have to think off the rip. I do lives. I interview people. Like I create the content. A lot of people are just doing reaction. And I noticed in the Black community, like, hey, easiest way to get on is just react to somebody else's video. Mediocre testimonials or whatever. He's blew up from that. Several people have blown up from that. Basically being commentary. And what people have to understand is like, where you gonna get that commentary? You got to generate it, right? Like I was always shocked with all those Black women calling.
Huh? I think it's a catch-22 because let's take you for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You provided content that people wanted to know, right? So based on what I've learned from you, I'm not the dude that's afraid to say you taught me something, right? I don't foresee us falling off in the future. And
look, this is where Tim talking shit on me. Look on the screen, Tim.
Like, I'm not afraid to give people their flowers. Like a lot of people be afraid to say stuff like that because they be expecting them to fall off or to fall out a couple years later. I don't give a damn if it's true, it's true, right? But like I look at some of your old content and you spitting game. It took one of your videos blew up and then people start seeing your real value and now you balance it. Like you produce new content and then you do reaction videos and they both do well, right? But I'm interested to see if the people that solely relied on those reaction videos with him, if they're going to continue, being able to push that, if they're just going to jump to the next person, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. I've talked about this before, and I always will be very clear. There's a thing called law of attraction. I ain't gonna go too woo woo on y'all tonight. Tim gonna be like, man, get out of here with that.
Let me burn the sage. Now, I believe in the law of attraction 100%.
Right. So when you build an audience on miserable people, they have to turn their rage on somebody, right? And we already see, I'm not naming no names, but we've seen people already, the rage mob done turned on them, and they are already 180 degrees changing their channel. They're like, how can I help you with your taxes? How can I help you with your money? How can I help you with other stuff? Because they realize the rage mob is here for the rage. If you don't give it to them, they're gonna turn on you. So you have to be careful of the audience you build. I've seen people go on Instagram building up audiences, attacking people. Then they had to spend 2-3 years spending ad spend and every day talking about something different to turn the mob, right? So you got to be careful out here. You really do.
You do. You got to be careful with that. And like I watched one of your videos the other day about this dude that you said he was doing a lot of shaming on people, and then he changed his life. And people, you said something really interesting. You said you will always be remembered by what you became famous for. And I was like, damn, like that's real deep. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, because Kevin said it too. He's like, I gotta say every night, every high value man from now on out. I said from now, forever. Like we joked several people in the group chat. You gotta say it forever.
Yeah,
even
man.
if he was tired of it. So man. And also disclaimer, he did beat cancer at a young age. So cancer patients do have shorter lifespans per se, but we don't know anything about any new cancer or anything like that. He did have cancer in the past. So I don't want to play like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So Tim, I know you've been working with people, but what was the video that you just popped off? Leave them. Say it. Go ahead and say it.
Hey, leave them niggas behind, man. I think within the Black community specifically, we feel like that we have to be loyal to people just off of the strength of because we grew up with them or they're close to us, right? And I was speaking this weekend. I want y'all to listen to this because every time I say this, people be like, "Damn, I never thought of it that way." A lot of times, y'all go to people and you bring your ideas to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't be feeling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of you just saying, "Okay, I'm gonna move on," we take the opinions of the people who have never one had their own ideas, but two they haven't really accomplished much in their own lives, and we apply it to our lives. And what I always tell people is that the idea is the validation. Like if you got that idea, that's all the validation you need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like stop going to people who didn't get that idea and expect for them to, substantiate or prove your idea, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so like I've been saying that for years, and it's just like it's just like people like, okay, okay, okay. And finally I said, man, leave them niggas behind, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like people getting it, but in the process of me saying that, the idea is the validation. Like so many people watching this right now have so much dope shit going on, but they're associating themselves or trying to seek validation from people that would never do that thing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on lately. Like just telling people like you don't need no validation. Like if you got that idea, that's all you need. That's the validation. Like just get up and do it. Like I was talking to this chick yesterday at this convention. She was talking about how she had over 50 videos that she's already shot, Erica, but she didn't
Mm-hmm.
put them out yet because she's afraid. I whipped out my phone and just started walking and shot a video and showed her. I uploaded it in like 15 minutes. I was like, see? And then today I did a quick video, uploaded in like 5 minutes. Like, just put it out there. It's people are gonna criticize it or they're gonna rock with you or they're not gonna care. Either way, you start building up, a following of people who rock with you that agree with you because the internet is looking for more authenticity. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe you that person.
Mm-hmm.
But that the idea is the validation, y'all. Stop seeking validation from people that ain't did shit in their own life. Like I love my family together. I'll never ask my mother for advice related to real estate or anything outside of maybe raising, a child or a toothache or something
What
like
you think about toothpaste?
hell no. I wouldn't ask my mom. I love my mom to death, but I ain't calling her for no real estate advice.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom has lived in the same house for 33 years
She love that house.
and had the mortgage for 27 years.
Oof.
Think about that. And me and her had this conversation before. You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't the play. I'm gonna reach out to somebody that's done did it right. But it's like we feel like we betraying people just because we're not taking their advice. It's kind of like the black barbershop theory. All the men watching this gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. You walk
Mm-hmm.
into a black barbershop, you start letting one dude cut your hair. Well, maybe he messed your hair, but maybe you don't like him anymore. Instead of going to another barber, another seat, we'll go to a whole different barbershop. Like, damn that. Like, why I gotta drive across town when it's 8 other barbers here? So I'll never forget, man. I had a dude cutting my hair, and I just wanted to switch it up. And I came back, and I was like, I'm gonna let this dude cut my hair. And it was awkward to him, I guess, but it wasn't for me. Everybody in that barbershop done cut my head at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to completely abandon what you're doing just because somebody don't agree with you or sign off on what you're doing. Like move it, keep it moving.
First, let me give a shout out to Will Edmond. Will, you better come down August 19th and 20th to the boat party and winery event in Austin, Texas. Will, I'm very proud of him. He was in Atlanta. He made videos on being vegan and being himself, and they blew up.
That's
And say
dope.
what you want, black people be like, "Oh, what you eating over there?" Like, make your sandwich, make your vegan videos, Will. And now he's got his money right, and he out here in Texas building a tiny home community with his monies. He out
That's
there on that
dope.
near that Dallas area where you are.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. He's in Dallas.
East to the east of that.
Okay, okay.
Will,
Because
if you want to
I
put in
know
the
the
chat, you
city of
can if you want.
Dallas, man. When I was on the zoning commission, man,
Hmm.
they weren't filling them tiny homes, man. We have one tiny home community, but it's through a nonprofit. It's right downtown, and it was specifically built
Y'all,
for
y'all the
children.
home of big homes. So y'all
Yeah,
homes are
yeah, yeah.
big.
You
Like
know,
I be in
I'm
Austin feeling
always smiling.
disrespected.
Hell yeah, I'm always smiling, man. What I'm be mad for? What little Duval say? Smile, right? I ain't gonna be now. If we out in
I'm going
public
back
and
for
it's somewhere I
children.
don't know, I'm gonna be mugging you. I'm be looking like, hey man, I got. If you could see what was on my table, you would know why I'm smiling. Ain't nobody going up in here.
Y'all, and I want y'all to understand this is the thing. If you stay consistent and you focused, like none of this people talking crazy to you when you got 40, 50K coming in from your YouTube ads, and they don't care what you talking about. The day I went out with my cowboy hat on, I'm walking around like I'm happy I just did a commercial, and people like, hey, love the hat, love it. Love it. You know what I mean? And it's like people love when you can be yourself. There's a sea of people out here in khaki shorts and a white shirt trying to blend in. Be yourself. Put that hat
Man,
on.
man, listen.
Thank you, Finance Rebel.
Authenticity is the key, man. I was talking to some people the other day, and I said, in the Black community, we focus too much on the celebrity and not the people that create them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had season tickets at the Mavs. I used to pay attention to the people that were sitting in the section where I was at, and I would pay attention. Like when I watch a basketball game, I always look at the people on that first row. Like think about it's 40 seats on the front row, right? Along both sides. And these seats are running 30 grand a pop during the playoffs. Like, what do these people do for a living? You know what I'm saying? Because they all make more money than the people on the court, right? Like we got to shift
By
our
far.
you know what I'm saying? We got to shift our focus on what really matters and figure out ways to improve ourselves, specifically financially.
Yeah, here's the thing. Tam said this black man had died before 56. The average black man lives at 64.9, but that hasn't been happening. The question is why. Health is wealth. Like AM1, I'm gonna do you guys haven't noticed this, and you haven't. I lost 15 pounds. I've been doing like fasting in the morning with some Chobana complete yogurt. Wait till about 4 o'clock. Eat my dinners. They've been the same on repeat. Today, while I was doing that commercial, I was like, y'all, I need something.
Hey, remember how hungry we was when we were in San Marcos?
Hungry. Just eat.
Hey, me and Erica hadn't eaten all day. She took me to some place, man. We were eating like the Simpsons. We were eating like the Simpsons. We were hungry as shit.
Some people probably like, damn, that chicken ain't that good. Yes, it is. And it was the Hawaiian chicken that's grilled. It was healthy. It was me and Tim were in there just They don't understand. It was like 6:30. I'm like, Tim, I haven't eaten all day.
People like, y'all fasting already?
I'm fasting. So, I'll be doing a show on AM1s after we have some more weight loss. Because, again, we got 109 days to the boat party. I'm going to be out there. Not no bikini, but I'm going to slide down the water.
Hey, man, put that bikini on, man. Get it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's your party.
The summer gonna get whatever body I put in that.
I'm telling you like this: if this dad bod is toned, I'm walking around the whole weekend with some speedos on, no shirt, the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just
take that. John Roberts taught me to be proud of my body. Let me show y'all John Roberts. I'm gonna share my screen in a second.
Yeah, do you?
Hold on. I love John for this because it's like when I met him, I said, "Ain't you the speedo guy?" And
no, I ain't gonna have one of those speedos, y'all. I'm just kidding.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's the John Roberts. Hold on, let me see.
Hey, somebody said if E put that bikini on, they there.
Look, man, I can't sell no tickets like that, baby. That's not
You'd
how
be
we
surprised.
do it. You can't do it like that. I'm pulling up somebody's page who does wonderful travel. Let me see, say it real quick. And I just want y'all to understand that, like, you got this one life and this one body, and y'all better go live y'all life. Do you know what I'm saying? Cause you just can't hold back. Let me see if I can pull it up like this. Give me a second, y'all. I'm pulling it up. Talk to us, Tim. So what were the things you were doing to lose all this weight?
Man, definitely intermittent fasting, not eating too late. My thing was I was going to Whataburger at like midnight. You know what I'm saying? Or we got a spot here in Dallas called Fuel City. I was going to Fuel City getting tacos and corn and shit late at night, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching it down with a Coke and some Bluebell ice cream. Like, all right, it's time to go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I'm not losing no weight.
And that was during the whole lockdown. Your boy, I was in that mug eating. So my wife was telling me, like, man, she said, I think you have sleep apnea, man. You be coughing and stuff and sound like you be choking in your sleep. And so
damn, she can't get no rest.
She can't get no rest, man. And so man, I went to the doctor, did a physical, and my shit was all out of whack. So I said, you know what, man? Got a baby on the way. My son want to go hoop and do all this stuff every day. We start, figuring out ways. Yeah, so I just started working out, man. I did I don't want to say the name of it because I'm not dropping their affiliate link, but I did a diet. It was a 90-day diet, and it worked out. Now I ride bikes. I ride a bike 5 times a week, so 10 miles. So
look, say what you will about John. He gonna be out here. You gonna get all the body. He gonna give you this body. and I respect it. Okay, he always be out here giving the body, and I respect every bit of it. Cause
Man.
look, he out here. You gonna get this body, and
Yeah,
he
that's
be
for the
hashtag
ladies.
my spirit. Listen, and so
I'm reading. I'm looking at these comments. Yeah, we're
I mean,
typing in my whole menu. Everything I've ever ordered in life, they done put it in the dang chat.
y'all, I'm telling you, like these. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny, but Kevin literally said he was traveling this summer to Europe and to Europe and to going overseas, and he had this money. AM1, what's up? AM1, we just talked about fasting and how me and Tim was over there eating like gremlins at the Hawaiian place because we fasted all day. And I just want y'all to understand, like, some of y'all, some of the people in my classes, my coaching classes, my YouTube training, I don't know, I'm scared to put it out. Put that video out. Put that podcast out. You don't know who is listening and want to see it. You dig?
Somebody
Look,
said in the comments they be celebrating 20 views. You be
that's what I'm talking
surprised.
about.
Like some people don't even get that. Like I'll be clapping for that stuff. I don't give a damn what y'all think about me, man. Because at the end of the day, man, y'all ain't paying me no money, man. Like we gotta stop worried about people think about us, man. Those 20 people will be the people that put you on. Like when I was working at jobs and selling real estate, it was them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coworkers that
Yo,
helped
they
me
calling you a
believe.
chair hopper.
What they say?
They calling you a chair hopper in the comments.
Was a chair hopper.
Barbershop politics.
Hey
Talking
man,
about you.
let me tell you, man, in barbershop politics, man, I'll never forget. I walked back in there, my dude was like, "Hey man, because he had to set appointments." He's like, "Man, what you doing? Your appointment ain't today." I'm like, "Actually, I set an appointment with this dude. He was hurt, man. He was mugging me. I was like, he couldn't whoop my ass, so but I wasn't finna drive 40 minutes to another barbershop. Y'all know how hard it is to find a good barbershop.
Listen, hey, William, Tim is in Dallas, but he'll be down here for at least maybe 2 minutes for the boat party.
Hey, as long as my wife ain't in labor and don't have that baby, I plan to be there. But she do like the next week.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and some people be like, "Oh, black women got to lose weight," and I'm like, "Y'all, we both. If you look it up, 80% black women, 70% black men, right there behind us. Like everybody, we gotta be walking. We gotta be taking care of our body."
You got to do what's for you. Be surprised. I mean, like,
AM1 is 80 pounds. Talking about he about to be shredded.
what's that?
He's 80 pounds at 6'2". Man,
Man,
yeah, they asking us, are we fat? Like, I'm not gonna tell you the diet, but Tim was on his. He was more strict on his. I've just been more. Y'all know when I came back from Africa, my stomach was like, who. Like my stomach was like, oh, you want to come back after traveling for a week? Nah, we gonna throw you all over the place. So I just was like, I'm gonna not eat no food. I would just drink the water and tea and relax. So
we got back from Florida for vacation. Me and my wife, we clown each other, right? And she was like, "Man, you you can't be the person house with these titties, man." That was her way of saying I gained too much weight. So I was like, "Man, all right, let me get on it." You know what I'm saying? We clown each other.
yeah, look at what he said. Oh wow. Um. So yeah. So out of all this, I'm telling y'all, this summer, like after the boat party, I'm traveling. I'm traveling with friends and family. I'm going overseas. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm gonna be in Europe.
Ain't
My
you going to
jacket
go
on.
speak somewhere in South America?
I am. I'm going to speak on stage in Panama City, Panama, y'all. July 5th
Panama is
through
like
the 8th.
90% black. You gonna come back with?
I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there married. I'm gonna have my prenup in my hand. Just sign this paper. I only got a little bit of money. I only got a little shillings.
One of my contractors is a black dude from Panama, man. I never knew that there was that many black people in Panama. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's 90%. It's mostly us."
Tim, look what they said.
What they say? Hey man, them fried pies is the devil.
I went somewhere and had fried fresh fruit pies. And my mom's like, "How is it fresh fruit if it's fried?" And I was like, "I guess the
Tell
fruit
your
they
mama
put in
stop
there
hating.
is fried." I don't know. Somebody said less than a sin. Y'all, wow. All right, so look, this is what I have for Tim. I don't even drag out here. It's an hour. I just want y'all to understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like, take care of yourselves, take care of your health. Look, real Southern Belle, we're gonna put you on timeout, but you keep asking who it is. If you don't know, you ain't Googled, I can't help you. Because that's worrisome. You get on my nerve. Like, and here's the thing, y'all, big networks are not gonna verify this man passing. It's gonna be his family. It's gonna be maybe a couple days. It don't. We not international like that, y'all. We not crossing TV like that. I mean, y'all really. This is why I talk about the power of focus. When you come on YouTube for hours at a time at night, people think it's bigger than it is. When I would go ask people who Kevin Samuel is or Manosphere, all this stuff, my friends would look at me like I was damn crazy. Like, what the hell is you talking about? My personal trainer, he's black man. I had to show him these things. And they were like, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But people don't understand that. People don't understand that. They said, look, everybody's like, don't cheat on your barber. Everybody's in here to him like,
Hey,
stop.
hey, listen, man. My barber had my hairline looking like the McDonald arches, man. I had to keep it moving, man.
So the boat party, October 19th to 20th on Friday, is from 5 to 9 p.m. We're going to pick y'all up in a charter bus from the Domain area, from the host hotel. We're going to bring y'all over to the winery. We got the whole winery on lock. We're going to have food, alcohol, tastings, and live music. We're going to be talking, chatting, networking. Y'all know from several of my events, we've had people partner by short-term rentals, Airbnbs. They got partnerships. They done bought trucks away from me, not even with me, just away from me. So we're going to have 100 plus folks, 110, 120 people. I'm going to have, you name it, of YouTube is going to be there, damn it. Okay. Antoine Wade. We're going to have folks coming down from Dallas, coming down from Detroit, Asia Denson. You name it. I'm going to put together a flyer. Everybody's face going to be on that mug. We're going to have a good time. But there are only going to be 40 tickets for the boat party. And I don't know the exact number, how many we have left, but I always save a lot of boat party tickets for some of my friends. And so y'all going to love it. It's a big event. It's going to be nice this year. Lots of cameras. Get yourself right. Yeah, my stomach was doing the African dance for real. It was like, ha! Like, it was tripping. But it's going to be good this year. So definitely come. Conversation, you name it. Let me see.
Somebody said maybe it was my hairline, not the barber. My hairline look like your teeth. While you try to clown. Nice mouth.
Listen. Tamara said, I'm fat and health. My 40-year-old self done messed around and got pregnant as soon as I tried to lose some weight. See, you was doing too much. That was the wrong exercise. What was you doing? Let me see. Y'all is so harsh. These comments, I cannot click any of these. Look, there you go. Listen, Will, I'm gonna be down there dancing. I'm gonna be down there cutting up. Anyway, so yeah, so Tim, tell them where they can find you and what you got offered right now.
Y'all listen up, y'all. Y'all fool with your boy, man. First things first. Follow me here on YouTube. My page is growing thanks to Erica. She's been giving me a lot of tips, been coaching me. So go to my page, just type in Tim Jackson now or Tim Jackson. You see me in the yellow jacket, bald head. You know, I'm putting out some dope information. I got a free credit course. You go to my website, I literally give you everything you need to know about credit, plus the dispute letters. I ain't charging you nothing for it. Follow me on Instagram at Tim Jackson now. We're doing a lot of stuff for the kids right now. We're putting on a conference or a convention/conference every single month, teaching boys from ages 10 to 18 different industries. We just did trucking. We did how to make money in music without being a rapper. We did how to make money in sports without playing the game. Getting ready to do another trucking event in June. We're just eliminating excuses and putting boys in a position to make money. People say, well, why just the boys? Well, one, black boys are statistically losing in every category related to economics and education, like the very bottom. So I feel like we need to focus on our boys. There's not really many programs for the boys out there. So that's what we do at Real Youth Mentoring on Instagram. But you know what? Just got to take it to a different level, you all. We got to eliminate the excuses that we often live by. As I missed the purpose on demand. I see somebody put in the comments, I retired at the age of 37, and my focus is just to help people, not help people, to provide value to people so that they can position themselves to do what they need to do financially. So, like my page, Eric, I appreciate you for always showing me love. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect for us to beef with each other or fall out, so I don't mind saying it on camera. You know what I'm saying? If you fall out with me, I'm going to pull up on you anyway.
Somebody asked, y'all, I got a wall full of boots over here. Okay? We got a wall full of boots. Full of boots over here, and they ain't cheap. So support our channel so I can buy more boots. All right, you guys. Have a good night, y'all. It's wild. It's wild out here.
It's wild out here. It's wild out here. What you need? You need anything from me, player?
Man, just live well, treat yourself good. When I come to Dallas looking at them apartments that I ain't never gonna move in.
You need to move to Dallas, man. You always sharing Dallas stuff. You may just go ahead and come on up here, man.
I
You
only do
know,
it to hate on Money Madu. I be like, y'all air stank in Houston. I be like, y'all places is lit, but y'all got something in y'all air.
Houston. No, we ain't. We talking about D town. We talking about Dallas. You know what I'm saying? This is the hub of the world, man. Centrally located, fifth largest media market. You can get a direct flight from Dallas to anywhere in the
We
world. You go
we gonna talk about Dallas later this week. Somebody talking about Oak Cliff got you. Um, one thing I was
Pleasant
gonna
Grove in the building. We talking about Oak Cliff. No,
Oh
I'm messing with
Lord.
you, man.
We'll talk about Dallas and how y'all tripping up there with them real estate investors later this week. So
Yeah, our city council is talking about banning Airbnbs. They're not letting you own more than one property. They tripping, man. One of the reasons I got off the zoning commission, man. One of the reasons I stepped down. I just can't do the politics, man. It's time to really, go out there and do the thing, man.
for sure, for sure. Sorry, we'll talk about that more later this week. You guys, this is your girl Erica from the Classic Clown Blog. Happy Cinco de Mayos. I love to tell y'all more about the commercial I filmed, but when I film more this weekend, we'll see when the release date is and when I can show stuff. And yeah, I get pitched TV shows, so we'll talk more about that on another time. But all right, everybody, have a great night.
Proud of you.